hottest youngsters in European football right now. The 17-year-old has been widely regarded as the present and future of Spain and FC Barcelona, and if you watch him play, surely you can see why. In this video today, we'll be telling you 8 things you didn't know about Pablo Gavi. Let's get right to it. Number 1. He's from a football-loving family. Gavi and his family are huge lovers of football, particularly his father and his sister. They all supported him right from when he was really young and helped propel him to where he is now. His father noticed how talented he was at a very young age and immediately started pushing him to do better and go farther. So Gavi, being a first-team player at one of the biggest clubs and football countries in the world at just age 17, is hugely down to his dad. I guess Spain and Barcelona particularly have to say a massive thank you to the youngster's father for discovering this gem early enough. Number 2. He started out at Seville and Real Betis. Yes, you know Gavi is yet another superstar from the famous La Masia of Barcelona, but did you know that he was at 2 other clubs in Spain before the Barcelona Academy? The Barcelona number 30 was born in Seville, so he started his footballing career in that city with a club named La Liara Balompié. He was only a child when he joined them. Then when he was 10, he moved to the Real Betis Academy, where he spent 1 year before Barcelona snatched him up. Number 3. 95 goals in 1 year. Yeah, so what if Messi scored 91 goals in a calendar year? Gavi scored 95 in the year he spent at Real Betis. Yes, none of those goals were for a senior team, but still, that is a huge achievement, especially for a midfielder. And even Barcelona were not able to escape the little man's wrath. He led the Betis youth team to an emphatic 5-0 win against Barcelona's youth team. Surely that was the point the scouts at Barcelona went, if you can't beat them, bring them. Number 4. He was scouted by Madrid. Apart from the fact that Barcelona have one of the most talented young players in the world right now, there is one more thing about having Gavi that makes them proud and happy. And that is the fact that they had the man their greatest rivals wanted. After the incredible 95 goals for the Real Betis youth team, Gavi became one of the most sought-after young players in the whole of Spain. He was scouted by Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and even Real Madrid, and he was only 11 years old. But the young lad had eyes for just one club, FC Barcelona. Let's pause for a second. Are you enjoying the video so far? If you are, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's now get back to Gavi. Number 5. He doesn't know how to tie his shoelaces. If you've watched him closely, you would have noticed that Gavi almost always plays without his shoelaces tied. Many have said it's probably a superstition, and considering that footballers are very superstitious people, that's quite a logical explanation. Some others have also said that he was trying to channel his inner Maradona. The Argentine football legend, who also played for Barcelona, once got onto the pitch and played with his laces undone. So people think perhaps that's Gavi's way of paying homage to the late football icon. However, our theory is that it is neither of those. We believe that the Barcelona man does not know how to knot his shoelaces. You're probably saying that that isn't possible right now. How can a 17-year-old not know how to tie his shoelaces? But it's absolutely crazy that a man who can do all these incredible things with the ball at his feet doesn't know how to tie his shoelaces. Number 6. He once had nose surgery. While he was playing for the Barcelona youth team, Gavi practically put his life on the line in a game against Espanyol. An Espanyol defender was about to make a goal line clearance, but Gavi was not going to let that happen. So he threw himself at the ball and got it over the line. But that came at a huge cost. The defender, who had already made a swing at the ball, missed the ball but caught Gavi's nose. His nose was fractured, and it was pretty bad too. So bad that the hospital he was first taken to had to redirect him to a bigger hospital in Barcelona for surgery. But just a week after surgery, the Spanish international said he was already ready to play. But of course, the doctors wouldn't allow him. It took a month to recover, and guess what? The game after his recovery, he went to put his head in front of the goalkeeper's fist. What a boy, this guy. Number 7. He is the youngest ever player to represent Spain. Just moments after Pedri became the youngest ever player to represent Spain in a major tournament, Gavi went and broke a record himself too. The 17-year-old got a surprise call-up to the Spain national team in October and featured in the Nations League semi-final game against Italy on the 6th of October. And with that, he became the youngest player to have ever featured in a senior game for Spain. With this, FC Barcelona now have the holy trinity of youngsters in the Spain national team. They have the youngest ever goal scorer for Spain in Ansu Fati, youngest ever player to represent Spain in a major tournament in Pedri, and then the youngest ever player to represent Spain's senior team. Number 8 is strength and weakness. Gavi has a very competitive spirit. The lad hates to lose, and this can be a good thing. You can see how much heart, zeal and passion he puts into his gameplay. He's always running around trying to retrieve the ball or trying to create a chance or wiggle his way out of a tight situation. It's really great to have a player in your team with this level of enthusiasm and determination. But sometimes it could also be a bad thing because sometimes Gavi gets over-competitive. He always gives a 100% and he hates to lose. In an interview after Barcelona lost to Atletico earlier in the season, Gavi was asked about his call-up to the Spain national team, and he responded, "I don't want to talk about that because right now I'm really pissed off that we lost." And Frank Artiga, Gavi's former coach at La Masia, confessed that this trait in the young boy could be his undoing. He said that Gavi's hyper-competitive nature might seem like a good feature to have right now, but it also has the capacity to